The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Boson the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
Well, so the weather's not going to affect me, but for those who are coming in or think about coming in, the streets, there's no precipitation yet. I mean,
it's coming.
It's just like the weather forecast. Everybody this is what we think is going to happen. It never happens.
Did you run to the store and buy up a bunch of groceries for 2 weeks?
I tell you this, I thought, coming out here, I thought, well, maybe I'm going to get gas. There's not a gas station within 5 blocks of this place?
No, there isn't.
There isn't.
I forgot about that. That's a good. All right, Jimmy, we just saw it the other night. It's Dowling and Valley, and boy, I tell you what, the Tigers have this series all Valley. They lead the series 14-10 going back to 2007. You play each other twice a year. Some years are just once a year. Depends on which side of the conference you're on, but now they're playing twice a year. But the Tigers have won 6 in a row. Dowling's 2-0. Valley's 3-0, and somebody's going to come away with their first loss of the year. And I'm interested to see how these young Maroons will be against this very, two-time defending state champion Valley Tiger boys.
It just seems like we've seen this Valley team, and we really have over the last 3 years. This team really came on as this senior class were sophomores. We saw a lot of their athleticism, their level of play. We thought, so their sophomore year, shoot, this is going to be a pretty good team when they become seniors, and they rattle off 2 straight state championships. Mm-hmm. So, there's a reason why this Valley team is on top of the state right now, and it goes with their senior leadership. But then you mix in the juniors that they have in Gregory, who's such a talented player. It's going to be a tough team to beat. But, I'd rather take on a Valley team like this with a young, naive team, not knowing any better. As Coach Einertson said at the girls' halftime, is that, these guys, they have nothing to lose. All they hear about is these Division I athletes over on the Valley side. So, you come out there and you play and see if you can really take it to this caliber of play that they're going to see tonight out of Valley.
Yeah, no question, Jimmy, and that'll be interesting to see how that all plays out, how intimidated they are. They're going to play with I'm talking about Dowling playing with the flow they had against Centennial, and beating an inexperienced Yankee Centennial team, but the program is a veteran. So interesting to see what the mood is. And you heard Coach Anderson talk about what his kids were talking about during the hallways today. Well, they're ready.
When we saw them play the other night against Yankee Centennial, we were really impressed with their up-tempo play and thought, well, is that Centennial giving them that type of play, or is this how Dowling wants to play? This team is so new, you just are trying to learn from a broadcast standpoint is what type of team do they want to be. And interesting to hear Coach Einertson again at halftime talk about that, no, we want to play up tempo, that we want to get out and run with these guys for 4 quarters. And so this may be the team that we're going to see tonight is get up and run and keep the pace of play high. But if there's one thing they're going to have to do is rebound. And you look at tonight's game and you see how athletic Valley is, that you got to force these guys to shoot jump shots. And when they shoot jump shots, if they're going to beat you from the outside, so be it. But, in high school basketball, you just don't see great shooting teams. And so maybe that is the game plan, is to make these this Valley team shoot from the outside, see if they can beat you from the outside. But if you do, you better rebound. And inside, Valley's got a big time presence. And Trevian Urak, who presents, a lot of inside play, especially with Charlie Crane going against him.
Everything goes through Urak. They're just like a lot of NBA teams, as Coach Einertson mentioned. Everything goes through Trevian Urak. He is their, he's listed as 6'9". I guarantee he's 6'10", because BJ told me, he said, we haven't adjusted the roster yet. He's 6'10". He's going to UNI. And he is one of 3 that average right around 20 points for Valley that are going to start. Kiki Dang, Jaden McGregory, the transfer from Des Moines North, now a junior at Valley, and Trevian Urak. Those are the 3 starters we know of. There are 4 others that are in the hunt for the other 2 spots, and we're going to I probably could go down here during our break and find out. But, Keen Jorgensen, leading scorer from the sophomore team a year ago. He leads the team with 5 made threes. He may be one of the starters tonight. Jaden Davidson, the young man you saw in football for Valley, running back, transferred from Roosevelt. He's another young man. He said he likes his defensive prowess when he plays. So those two could be in the starting lineup, along with the big guy, Marcus McGregor, who's going to play football at the University of Cincinnati, 6'3", 295-pound post player. They may go with him and Urak in the post. And I think there's one other, Freddie Mahuza, may also be in there. So it'll be interesting to see which way Coach Windhorst goes with the 3 guys that average 20 points each.
Well, it's such a good problem to have if you're Coach Windhorst. Okay, who wants to go next? Because if you do, where the offense is going to go through the 3 guys that are on the court. But you rattle off the names of these players that Valley has, and one omission that you don't see this year is Kyle Kaysen and Curtis Stinson Jr. You had those 2 guys who are no longer in school. Kyle Kaysen is number 3 in scoring in Class 4A over at Dallas Center Grimes. And
that's right.
Curtis Stinson Jr. went to a prep school and is gonna do some great things with them. And you just think about how good this Valley team really is and then could be. But that's one thing. Of course, if you're the Dowling side, you don't have to worry about. So you go against who's going to be on the court. And I think tonight the matchup to look at is Charlie Crane against Trevin Urak, and see how Charlie does with that.
We're going to take a 1-minute break, come back with the starting lineups and tip-off in 1 minute. It's Dowling and Valley here at the Valley Fieldhouse in the boys contest. Dowling girls a winner, 53-33 in Game 1. Game 2 coming up here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse, also known as the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo for Game 2. Game 1 was won by the Dowling girls, 53-33 over the Valley Tigers. Starting lineups being introduced right now. And for Valley, they'll start Kiki Dane, Keen Jorgensen, Jaden McGregory, Trevin Urak, and the big guy, Marcus McGregor. So they're going with 2 centers, are they, with the Valley Tigers? Urak and McGregor. That doesn't surprise me.
Well, it doesn't, and that's what you saw a lot last year, and with McGregor and Urak in at the same time. I'm going to be passing. I got all these notes for Coach O'Hare that I'm going to continue passing him, just like we're like in junior high again.
Give him a play that works.
As Coach Heinertson said, we don't run too many
that's
plays,
right.
and I think tonight, if he finds himself not calling too many plays, it's a good night because they're out and running, and I think that's going to be the key. But you mentioned that Trevin Urak being 6'9", or listening in the program as 6'9". He's certainly all 6'10".
I changed my score sheet. 6'10", jumping against Charlie Crane. He makes Charlie look small, don't he? Charlie's at 6'9". Ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Valley basketball. They go right to left. Valley in their home white uniforms with orange and black trim. Dowling in their road maroon uniforms with white numbers and black trim. And they say, must have said Crane knocked it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one thing is, Charlie, we know Charlie from watching him the other night. He's 6'9" himself, could be, pushing 6'10", but his arm length is so long, which allows him to get much higher than what he really is.
A little high-low there between Urak and McGregory. A little set play to start with, out of bounds. as the Maroons got in the passing lane and went off of Valley. So we're underway with game number 2. Dowling girls winning game number 1, 53-33 over Valley. And now the Maroons with the ball. And a shot in the lane, up and good. The follow-up by Crane is good. A nice move that time by Nathan Jenkins to get it started, but Crane with the rebound.
We saw a lot of that at Charlie Crane Tuesday night, is him attacking the board when the shot goes up, and he's been rewarded with the putbacks.
Dang with a three-pointer right in front of us. It's no good, and the rebound out to Dowling. Maroons in the front court with Maddox Capola on the rebound. Maroons dribble down court. That's Paoli with it. Now ball on the floor, and now Capola for 3 right wing, no good. Ball slapped around and out of bounds. Maroons starting Nathan Jenkins, Lucas Paoli, and Noah Martins, the 3 guards. Maddox Capola and Charlie Crane, the 5 and the 4 for Dowling. Again for Valley, Kiki Dang, Jaden McGregory, Trevor Urak, Marcus McGregor, and Keen Jorgensen. Jorgensen, a sophomore, but was a leading scorer on the freshman team a year ago, and he gets to start tonight. Here's McGregor with it. Out to Urak for 3, no good. Rebound Dowling.
I just think that is such a key for the Maroons tonight, is continue to force Valley to shoot the outside shot. Let's see if they can beat you from the three-point arc, and right now, nothing's going down for Valley.
And nothing going down for Dowling. An empty possession, a shot up and no good by Maddox Capola. Maddox 0 for 2 to start the night. Rebound Valley. 2-0 Dowling. Here's Urak for 3. Top of the key, it's no good. Fight for the rebound, and Capola comes away with it after battling Nate Jenkins. And now here is Martins for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling, reverse layup off the rebound, no good by Paoli, and a rebound Valley, and a lid on that basket too.
Just up and down play, and you see the Maroons crashing the basket with the board. They've gotten 2 offensive rebounds so far.
Now a shot in the lane, no good by Valley. We got a whistle and a foul on the floor. I think they're going to get Charlie Crane for the foul. We'll see what. Yep, Crane will pick up the first foul. And our officials that we had last game, they did such a good job. We'll keep them around for game 2. Chad Schellmeyer, Dante Terry, and Jeff Osborne are 3 officials tonight. Crane with the foul. That's the first foul of the ball game on Dowling. Now here's Deng with it. Kiki coming off a ball screen, puts it up at the free throw line. Good from the right elbow, Kiki Deng.
Kiki Deng, such a talented basketball player. Watching him the last 3 years, he's averaging close to 20 points, and he certainly has not shied around the play over the last 3 games.
Dowling run their little 3-man weave. Here's Martins with it. Over to Capola, left wing. Valley stays man-to-man. You won't see much zone from them. Capola in the lane, kicks it back out. Here's Martins. Noah over in the corner. A long 3 up. No good by the Maroons. Dowling not afraid to shoot it. Paoli with a miss and rebound Valley. Tigers in transition. Here is Jaden McGregory. McGregory trying to do a little high-low with Urich. And Urich down the lane. His shot up and good. And Crane commits the foul. Now Charlie's in foul trouble. And the basket will count. The foul on Charlie Crane, his second.
A little bit of inexperience out of Charlie. He got beat on the dribble by Urak and was a step up behind, but as Urak's going to take the ball, he's not going to pump fake. He's going straight up. And so maybe early in the game, Charlie's got to let that go, knowing you got beat on the step. Give that 2 points up. Don't go into foul trouble this early in the game.
Jaden Davidson checks in for Valley, the 5'10 senior, and the free throw is good as Urak completes the 3-point play. He has 3 points, and it's 5-2 Valley. Underneath, the Maroons with a shot up and good. Charlie Crane playing with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Shoots and scores, cutting the Valley lead to 1, 5-4. All right, here's McGregory with it. Down the lane, layup good. Nobody came over to help as he decided he was going to the basket from the top of the key.
Yeah, we talked about how athletic Valley is, and their ability to get to the basket on the offensive side really causes a lot of problems with a lot of teams. So try to keep these Valley Tigers in front of you, and it'll make them shoot from the outside.
Here's Capola, shot no good. Crane with the offensive rebound, but he lost it on the way down. Rebound Urak, and now Valley in transition, and now McGregory loses the ball, stolen away by the Maroons. Crane with it, dribbles down. Urak catches up with him. Bounce pass out to Paoli. Lucas with it, guarded by Davison. In the lane, and shot blocked by Urak. The other way we go. Here's Jorgensen with it. Underneath, layup good. Jaden Davison got loose underneath, and he scores his first 2 points off the bench.
If you lose your man, if you're down, you lose your man on the offensive side, you better believe he's going to the basket, and that's where Davison got.
Oh, shot in the lane, no good by Martins, and a loose ball foul on Valley, it looks like.
Crane really close to picking up his third foul there, and good job by the officials seeing that, hey, it's a 50-50, either a tie-up or a foul, and knowing the situation, called the jump ball.
Keene, or check that. Keene Jorgensen has the Valley foul. Charlie Crane has both Dowling fouls. 9-4 Valley, and 3.5 to go. Capola underneath. Now jump stops in the double team, and the ball tipped out of bounds. And it'll be Valley basketball.
Snuck the hands in, but the last possession, no foul on Valley. It was actually called a jump ball on that play, and ball going to.
They've got a 30-second timeout with our score. Valley 9, Dowling 4, 3:20 to go. Coach Einertson wants a 30-second timeout.
Well, at this point in the game, you got to take out Charlie Crane with 2 fouls, which he left him in the game with about a minute and a half of game time with 2 fouls. Charlie, great job not picking up his third. Bringing in Quincy Moore. Quincy Moore's not as tall as Charlie, but he's certainly stronger. So see if Quincy can manage Urack underneath and continue to get him outside the paint a little bit and force him into a jump shot.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, Bozen the Florist, and Construction Professionals. Our thanks to the folks here at Valley for setting us up, including Athletic Director Brad Rose, Mike Egbert, the Assistant Athletic Director, and Lorena Cuevas from the Valley Athletic Office. We appreciate all their help. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo here in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Dowling girls a winner in game 1, 53-33. Now Valley with the basketball out of the Dowling timeout. Ding in the lane, and boy, he put a move on and shoots and scores right over Nate Jenkins.
Yeah, they're so athletic, but yet they handle the ball so well, which causes you, as a defender, you think you got him beat, but they're so controlled with the dribble.
Valley by 7. Tigers jump back into man-to-man defense. Dowling with the ball. Noah Martins with it. Over in the left wing to Lucas Paoli. Now Martins and Paoli had a little 2-man game. They swing the pass over to Jenkins' right side. To Paoli, a long 3 up, no good by Nathan Jenkins. Rebound Valley. It went cold from the field. Couple baskets by Charlie Crane, and that's been it for Dowling. Now underneath, Urack layup good. He went right around.
A little bit of a mismatch there as
was Capola.
It actually fell onto Paoli on the switch, and so Urick going against Paoli, huge sides advantage, strength, and Urick took advantage of it.
All right, Dowling underneath, a shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Maroons, and that is Quincy Moore with the rebound. The ball slapped away and stolen away now by Valley and McGregory. We have a Jaden McGregory and we have a Marcus McGregor. So you may hear that throughout the night. This time it's McGregory. And he's in the front court. Dowling jumps back man-to-man. Now Urack with it. Works baseline. Nice job by Quincy Moore. And they get it inside. And a layup good by Jaden Davison.
So difficult to defend and great job by Davison getting into the middle when Urick is attacking the baseline.
There's Capola with it. Maroons run a 2-man game. Right wing, corner 3, good by Lucas Paoli. That ends the Valley drought, or the Dowling drought. Tigers that went on an 8-0 run. Urack with it, top of the key. Guarded by Quincy Moore. Now to Dang. Over to Urack, left elbow. Wants to drive, turns, spins. Nice shot off the glass. Too hard, no good. Rebound Dowling. Paoli with the rebound. Maroons in the front court. Here's Martins with it. 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 15-7 our score. Valley over Dowling. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo. Mary Statsny on the on the board, our studio producer tonight. We thank her for enduring a little bit of the weather, along with Matt Wilkham for getting us all set up. Now here's Coppola with 5 on the shot clock. Layup up and no good, but he drew the foul. Nice job by Maddox Coppola.
Well, Maddox just understood the situation. The clock was getting down below 10 seconds, and the Maroons were out of their offensive set, and so attacking the basket off the dribble is the way to go, and that's what Maddox did. And he's rewarded by getting the two-shot foul.
That's Jorgensen's second foul, and Coppola at the free throw line makes the first. That's Maddox's first points of the night. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Fast Signs in Clive, Mercy One, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. You'll be looking towards Skeffington's here in a little while, Mr. Cataldo. I just want to mention that. That's a tease, folks. Stay tuned. I'll follow that up later. Once I get permission from the mom, I'll follow that up later. 10 seconds to play, 15-9. Valley leads Dowling. Tigers with it. McGregor in the lane. His shot blocked by Crane and out of bounds to Valley with 1 second remaining. Nice block by Charlie Crane. He stepped in front of McGregory's shot.
It's such a high-risk play with Charlie with 2 fouls. Any type of arm movement over, and you draw the third foul with 1 second left in the first quarter. And
all right, McGregory gets it out. Ding for a long 3. It's short, and we've come to the end of the first quarter. With the score, the defending 2-time state champion Valley Tigers lead Dowling 15-9 in this Class 4A boys basketball game in the Central Iowa Metro League. We'll go to the second quarter in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more. Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Mercy One. We all want to live our best life. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care when and where you need it. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
Hey, welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse, also known as the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo. Friday night, West Des Moines. Storm awaiting. We got a storm in here. Valley and Dowling, the boys contest. Dowling girls a winner tonight, 53-33. Jimmy, you got to look at some numbers.
Valley tonight so far in the first quarter, 7 of 11 from the field, 0 of 3 from three-point range. 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers for the Maroons. 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 8 rebounds, and 4 turnovers.
All right, Valley with the shot up and good. Tigers to start the second quarter. They lead at 17-9. That last basket by Trevin Urich, who now has 7 points. Tigers are 1 for 1 at the free throw line. Dowling 2 for 2 at the line. Now here's Crane for 3 in the corner. It's off the back iron, no good. Dang with the rebound. And we'll set the lineups. I think they're pretty much the same starters, although Dowling has Gio Keelis in the lineup, number 15, and now a steal by the Maroons. Martin's with the steal. No in the front court. Gets it to Keelis for 3. It's off the back iron, no good. And we got a whistle and a loose ball foul on the weak side. And who's this on? Officials talk it over. Chad Schomeyer and Jeff Osborne. They're going to get Urach with the push. Or McGregor, excuse me. McGregor with the push off against the Dowling on the board, Jimmy.
You look out there and you try to find mismatches right now, and you see McGregor is the big man is playing on Keelis. Try to take advantage of that quickness a little bit.
All right, long 3, no good by Noah Martins. And now Valley pushes the ball down court, and they throw it away.
So again, maybe looking for a set play here. Find out who McGregor is playing, because the Maroons are really playing with four guards, one center, and there's your mismatch with McGregor, who's an offensive lineman for Valley, against one of your quicker guards, and see if you can get them to attack the rim.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, Bozen LaFlores, and Construction Professionals. Look at scoring right away. Lucas Paoli with 3 points for the Maroons, 4 points for Charlie Crane with 2 fouls. Maddox Capola with 2 points. He's 2 for 2 at the free throw line, as is Dowling. For Valley, Trevor Urek with 7 points, leading the way. 4 points for Jaden Davison off the bench for the Tigers, and 4 points for Kiki Dang. Keen Jorgensen is yet to score, and Jaden McGregory with 2 points. Tigers are 1 for 1. Got to follow up to the Skeffington's formal wear.
I'm starting to think if we have a company discount. I mean, if we have a company discount.
What company are you talking about? Aren't you a volunteer?
That's number 3 foul on Charlie.
Oh, they did. Dowling goes underneath, and Crane picks up the foul. And Charlie will go to the bench with 3 fouls. That's the risk reward.
It didn't have quite position, but Charlie's going up for a rebound and was blocked out and came over the back a little bit.
So now you have the 6'10" Urek being guarded by the 6'5" Quincy Moore of Dowling, and now the Tigers running a little high-low. Deng gets underneath the Urek, guarded by Moore. They isolate. Urek with it. Now skip pass over. Gets it to his teammate, and that being Davidson. Now the back to Urek for 3 right in front of us. No good. Fight for the rebound. Capola has Davidson boxed out, and Davidson will pick up the foul. That'll be Jaden's first.
Again, you're playing great defense if you're forcing Urek to shoot a 3, which that's the 3rd 3-point shot by Urek. Hasn't shot yet, and so the Maroons are playing great motion defense. Good switch, getting Urek the ball on the outer banks, and he's not afraid to shoot him, and that's putting the Maroons in a better position.
All right, Dowling in transition, a little token press by the Tigers. Maroons break it. Dowling in the front court. Martin's with it. Leaves it to Capola. Maddox fakes a 3, goes down the baseline. Layup, no good. Tip, no good by Quincy Moore, and rebound Valley. Dang in the front court. 17-9 is our score. Valley with the lead over Dowling. 6 minutes to play. Second quarter. We'll be joined by members of the Dowling girls coaching staff and maybe a player or two at halftime. Now whistle and a foul on the baseline. And they whistled it on
Quincy
Moore.
And that just becomes just a tough defensive matchup. Urek is so strong.
And now a steal by the Maroons all the way down. Layup good. A steal and basket by Noah Martins. 17-11. Valley by 6. Noah stole the ball while it was being inbound. It turned and went coast to coast. Here's Deng with it. Leaves it for Urek. Fakes the 3. Urek in the lane. Nice job defensively, that time by Deng. Urek with it. Underneath the Deng. Layup is no good, and a rebound Dowling. Coming away with it. And underneath.
Paoli for 3. Paoli.
So Dowling gets a 3 from Paoli.
Oh, excuse me, Keelis. It was Keelis. Paoli's checking in. So Keelis hits a 3-point shot on the kick out. Wide open shot. Keelis hits it.
His 4th 3 of the year. Cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. We have some Dowling players checking in with us, and we're not. And now a whistle and a foul on the Maroons. Quincy Moore or Capola will be issued for the foul, and they're going to get Quincy for his second. Might have got all ball, but the official, from his judgment, otherwise.
Well, it's the frustration of the game is that you're playing so hard to defend, and you get an opportunity, you get the clean block. I think they got Quincy on the body. Certainly, what couldn't have been on the hand, had to have been on the body to pick up his second foul. But that's 5 fouls total on the Maroons' big men.
Urek misses the first free throw. Second one coming, and it's no good. Rebound Dowling. Capola with the rebound. Also set to check in is Alfred Coley, the 6'5" sophomore, getting his first varsity time. Now a long 3, no good by the Maroons, and Keelis. Rebound comes out to Valley, and now underneath in the lane, a shot up and no good by McGregory. The ball goes out of bounds to Dowling. Now Dowling coach staff not happy with that foul on Quincy Moore. Maroons have 4 fouls in the post. or 5 fouls in the post. Charlie Crane on the bench with 3 and Moore the other 2.
This is one of the first appearances by sophomore Alfred Coley, because he's having to come in to provide some big men support as they got a little bit of foul trouble in their defensive Urek.
Now the Maroons down the lane. The layup is no good by Paoli, and the rebound Val. Let's see who's going to guard Urek, and it looks like it's the sophomore. This ought to be interesting. All right, McGregor with it, has it, gives it to Dang. He's being overplayed and defended by Jenkins. 15 on the shot clock. Underneath, and a shot up, and they're going to wave it off. Offensive foul, they say cleared out or traveled.
No, offensive foul. Good job by...
They did.
Good job by Maddox Capola defending McGregor, as McGregor's been caught up a couple times.
That's his second foul. 3:45 to go here in the first half. 17-14 Valley. Maroons underneath, and the shot up and no good. The sophomore Coley is fouled on a beautiful pass that time from the Dowling guard who hit the deck.
Paoli attacks the board, the basket, and that's what the Maroons have really done over the last 2 games of this young season. Is they attack the offensive glass with the penetration and finding guys open as the defense is forced to come off their man and double team the dribble drive.
So Jaden Davidson picks up the foul, the senior who transferred from Des Moines Roosevelt a year ago. And the first free throw, good. Mark that down. Alfred Coley, first varsity point. 3:40 left to go here in the second quarter in the Dowling Valley game. 17-15 Valley. Second free throw, he can cut it to 1. Good. Ice water in his veins. 2 for 2 as a young sophomore off the bench.
Young sophomore coming into a game like this. Hits nothing but net on his free throws.
All right, long 3 up and no good by the Tigers. Keen Jorgensen, rebound comes out to the Maroons and Paoli. Lucas gives it to Capola. Urek set to come in. And now a fadeaway jumper by Capola, no good. Rebound Ding. Valley with the ball in transition. Outlet pass to McGregory. Dribbles baseline and loses out of bounds. They say it went off of Paoli's leg. And substitution for Dowling as Martins will check in. Sitting down will be Capola.
Dowling's defense is being played so well, so quick, and it's really frustrating a lot of the Valley players who are so used to getting into the basket on their dribble drive. The Maroons are doing such a good job of prohibiting that from happening.
Urek in there, and guess who's guarding him? The sophomore, Coley. Now underneath, layup no good by the Tigers. Jaden Davidson. Bodies hit the floor, ball on the floor, and traveling on Davidson. Turnover against the Tigers with 2:54 remaining here in the second quarter. It's a 1-point Valley lead, and Dowling a chance to take the lead.
5th turnover in the second quarter by Valley has really opened up the floodgates for Dowling to make this run to bring this game within 1.
All right, here is Keelace with it. Keelace in the lane. Little scoop shot up, no good. Rebound Valley and Davison. Jaden in the front court. Talking with Coach Windhorst, really likes his defensive presence when he's out there. Now here's Urek, guarded by Coley. Senior against sophomore, and a whistle and a foul on Coley. Getting for the hand check.
So, I mean, Coley's given up about 3 inches, 4 inches, probably given up about 100 pounds in weight, and Urek's feeling that and just kind of backing him down. Draws the foul.
Tigers inbound the ball. That's the 4th team foul on Dowling here in the second quarter. 3 on Valley, 2:15 to go in the half. Valley by 1, and now Urek in the lane, shot up and good right over Coley. Strong move by Urek. He's got 9 points. And it's 19-16, Valley by 3. 2 minutes to play here in the first half from the Valley Fieldhouse. There's Jenkins with it, passing the corner, stolen away by McGregory. Now Ding underneath. His shot was partially blocked by Coley out of nowhere. Rebound Dowling. The other way we go. And now here is Keyless for 3. It's good. And for the ties the score does Gio Keyless, and that was a transition basket, Jimmy.
Second 3 by Gio over this, and the big shots in this second quarter by Gio.
All right, here's Deng with it. He's been quiet. They've been keeping him under wraps for now. Davidson with it. And there's a shot in the baseline by Davidson. No good. Rebound Dowling and Paoli. Tied at 19, minute 10 to play here in this boys contest. Paoli dribble drives in the lane. Kicks it out to Martins. Noah underneath. Turns. Leaves it for Coley. Now back to the top of the key. This is Paoli for three. It's no good. And out of bounds to Valley. Maroon's got a good look. Shot clock winding down. Less than a minute to play here in the half, Jimmy.
Good look. Maroons are trying to force the ball inside, and Valley's doing a great job with their defense and their quickness, keeping the ball in front of them and prohibiting the Maroons from dribble drive and forcing an errant three-point shot, which goes into the air.
All right, here's a backdoor cut and a beautiful pass by Urak as he found Keen Jorgensen for the basket. Wow.
Good backdoor play, and Urak just draws a lot of attention and opens up the backdoor play by Valley. It converts.
All right, here's Coppola, and he's double teaming out, whistling a foul. And they're either going to get Urak or Gang for the foul. We'll see which one. They're going to get Urak with his first. Team foul number 4 on Valley. So both teams with 4 team fouls each here in the second quarter. 26 seconds remaining. Shot clock turned off.
Maroons going with Charlie Crane. 26 seconds in the first half.
Offense, defense. 21-19 Valley, and they pass it to Crane. He wasn't looking. And now the ball tipped out of bounds by Coppola as Charlie was not looking. You notice that eye contact. Don't be checking in with
the young sophomore. You're doing the offense, defense, or Charlie.
Don't be checking in with me.
Albert Coley just comes off the bench and ran right in. And
you could do that in pickup basketball, can't you? Now, another substitution for Dowling. Keyless will check out. And checking back in is Jenkins. All right, Deng and Valley will hold maybe for the final shot. 21-19 Valley by 2 over Dowling. Tigers, the 2-time defending Class 4A state basketball champs. And this young Dowling team hanging right with them. Shot clock off, 8 seconds remaining in the half. Deng underneath and gets it over in the corner to Davidson. Underneath, a shot blocked, and the tip no good, and Urak shot no good, and we go to halftime. And the Maroons think they just won the game. What a flurry.
What a great job by Coley, who came off his man. Took the dribble drive by Dang, blocks it. Valley gets the rebound, tries to put up a Coley blocks it again, and then time goes out. So great defensive possession at the end of the half for the Maroons. Really up-tempo second quarter where the Maroons came fighting back and just down 2 at half.
All right, our halftime score: Valley 21, Dowling Catholic 19. The girls' game won by Dowling 53-33. Over the Valley Tigers. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back with our halftime guests. Head coach Kristen Meyer and Ellie Olson will join us here at halftime. Again, our halftime score of the boys contest: Valley 21, Dowling 19. Back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
I'd like to see Mark join this.
Yeah.
Hey, we're on the air.
Halftime.
You're not supposed to do the rejoin. That music was for us, Welcome back to the Bill Cold Iron Field House on the campus of Valley High School. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo here at halftime of the boys contest. Valley leading Dowling 21-19, and joined now at halftime by members of the girls basketball staff and squad. Oh, we got a picture. I thought Tritton was going to come in and get in
a picture.
All right. Valley's got their class reunion with the state championship team. Some of those guys are sitting behind us. They remember me because I called the game for them back when we were doing both all the schools. But Coach Meyer, welcome.
Thank you.
Brought around my gal, the softball player that she is, Ellie Olson, and appreciate that. And Coach, congratulations on the win. Well, you got out to a nice lead, and all of a sudden, third quarter, and then all of a sudden there's the fourth quarter, and things change. But anytime you can beat Valley, top 15 matchup, congratulations. Not perfect, but it got the job done.
Yeah, I thought Valley played hard. I thought they rebounded pretty hard. They got some stops defensively, and like I said, had a pretty good first quarter, good fourth quarter, and second and third, at least we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot too much.
No, you didn't. And how about this girl here? I mean, Ellie Olson, her senior year. Hadn't she been in the program 5 or 6 years, something like that?
We'll try to keep her 2 or 3 more if we can.
I don't know about that.
What a year for her, and it's hard to believe. Ellie, can you believe you're a senior?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I've been with her for 4 years, so.
Isn't she lucky?
Yes. I remember her brother when he's a tremendous athlete. Basketball, baseball.
Couple brothers.
Yeah, couple brothers.
3 brothers.
Is that 3? So you're the baby.
Yes.
You know, that's just like our family. We had 4 boys and the baby sister.
Yeah.
Guess who runs our household now in family reunions, gatherings? The sister.
That's how it should
the
be
baby.
done.
Oh, well, we'll move on then. We'll talk about the season. You know, one thing I'm going to mention, and Coach might know, you've improved your free throw shooting.
Yes.
You just got to get there more often.
I know.
Awesome. You're up to 80%.
Yeah.
What's that all about? Now, you stayed away from Coach O'Hare. I know that because, he's the shooting guru with Caitlin Clark and all. Talk about your off season, man, because you were battling you wore different hats with softball and knocking down shots, Miss Olson.
Yeah, well, obviously I played softball during the summer, so getting in the gym is not difficult, but you still have that softball factor in there. But I would just say going to summer workouts as much as I can, and then just getting in the gym and shooting whenever I had time and wasn't playing softball.
Well, that's great. Always find the time to get the work in. Coach, you got to appreciate that. You have these multi-sport athletes, the volleyball, the softball, and the track and field, whatever, and that's always good. You did that at Oldwine because Coach Utoff told me you were coached by his dad. I would promise I wasn't going to bring up the inside stories, but said you're a pretty good player, and I'll just leave it at that. Said you could shoot the ball.
Well, as you said, multi-sport athletes. I think that's good to see. Keeps them busy, keeps them having fun. Oli's one that gets after it, softball, and then make sure she gets in the gym when she can, whether it's summer or off season. Not only has her free throws improved, but her rebounding. She's become a main offensive rebounding threat for us this year. So she's given me Emma Gipple reminders of, just ripping the ball out of the air, a little undersized down in the post, but going to get our misses. So we've really valued that this year.
Absolutely. Ellie Olson averaging just under 8 rebounds. I don't know how many she had tonight. 7 blocks, had 4 points in the win tonight. So contributing. Ellie, what's next? Senior year, graduation on the horizon.
Yes.
What's going on with you? I heard you might be a student somewhere.
Yeah, you heard that right.
At the Interstate I-80 East?
I plan to go to Iowa and study radiation sciences.
Really?
Yeah.
My daughter's looking into that.
Really?
She ought to talk to you. She's a junior.
Okay.
Grace might have to talk to you. She's taking that class.
Yeah.
She's taking, don't ask me what the name of it is.
Oli's in it, the CNA class? Medical terminology?
Yeah,
medical terminology.
She's taking that
right now.
She's probably in your class, maybe a different period, but
I don't know.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm going to have to have you talk to her about that. Great. And the University of Iowa, daughter's a huge Cyclone fan, so I have that going against me and you. So. Coach, you know, what a win tonight here on the road. You get to do it one more time. Oh, the next game's over in Johnston, Iowa.
Great. We actually have 2 games at Johnston next week.
Because you play in their holiday tournament on Saturday.
It's great.
But, wow. Number 1, number 2. Don't know if Johnston, are they playing tonight? They playing Milwaukee Northwest?
They played Northwest. They beat them by 15,
I think it was.
Oh, so they did play.
Yeah.
I didn't know which games they pulled the plug on and which ones they didn't.
Yeah, they started at 5 p.m. as well.
I see. Wow. Now look in front of us, the Valley State Championship class of like 1980. I was a young broadcaster then. I remember some of these guys, and they were great guys to hang around, be a part of, led by the legendary Jim O'Day. But, well, Coach, in a recap, what did you tell the kids after the game? Because that third quarter was ugly. Credit Valley and what they did. Fourth quarter, tremendous. You held them to what? One field goal and a free throw? That's pretty good.
Yeah, we didn't bring up the third quarter. We don't need to talk about that. We said we're pretty excited. This is the first game that we actually outscored someone in the second half. So, you try to find the positives. But, no, I thought our fourth quarter was good. You know, it got a little ugly at times there in the third quarter. But credit Valley to just making it kind of ugly on both ends of getting defensive stops and then finding ways to get to the free throw line. But, as I told the team, any CIML win is a good win.
Absolutely.
And, the last couple of years, Valley's gotten us that first time we've played them. So we're happy to leave here with a win.
And there was a lot of different defenses. Coach Utoff came out with that zone. Then it went to a matchup zone. Then it went to a very aggressive man-to-man, almost like a Scott DeYoung type man-to-man. And then you guys kind of navigated your way through it. Talk about that adjustment early in the season.
Yeah, well, we're experienced enough that we should be able to kind of figure out most things, whether it's zone. We haven't seen too much junk, which if you have scorers on the court at every position, it's hard to play a junk defense. But, yeah, they did some trapping things. We knew they might do some of that, a little bit of zone, pretty aggressive man. And I thought it took us a little bit to adjust, but then we kind of figured it out. And like I said, with this group of a lot of juniors and seniors, they shouldn't have to look over to me for much of anything. They can figure it out. They can recognize things and just find the gaps or get into offense.
And one of them is this young lady here. If they're going to not let her shoot, they're going to let you shoot out there. Guess what? There's people open. And
I thought she was going to make that first one. She shot in the corner.
It looked so good. I'm not going to lie.
I'm yelling, shoot it.
It looked good.
It looked good.
It won't go. If you don't shoot it, it won't go in, right? So you got to shoot it. So, Ole, great job. What are some of the goals for you this year, both individually and team-wise?
Yeah, I think kind of what Meyer said earlier, just like the rebounding aspect, getting more offensive rebounds for the team, but then also like trickling away at the offensive threat type.
Well, awesome, and it's hard to believe you're a senior. I can't believe it. Been in the program for 4 years, and like Coach said, got a chance for double-double almost every night, with rebounds and block shots. You're leading the team in block shots. And
she's second behind Ellie.
I was going to say, I don't think I'm leading.
The other Ellie's leading.
Yeah, Ellie
but she's got a few.
Ellie's are your block shots.
We'll take them.
Yeah, all right. Well, all right, Ole. Any shout-outs out there? I know you got your three brothers that are all the way at college, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom, my dad.
The Olsen family?
Olsen family. Yeah.
Well, great. It's good to see you. Hey, Coach Meyer, remember a year ago we came here, and I mentioned my little story. Tritton and Olsen were parking their car right by mine.
Oh, my gosh. I have a story for you.
Oh, boy. What'd my daughter do now?
No. Literally today, Layla could not figure it out again. I don't know what it is about the Valley parking lot.
What was the problem?
Well, she pulled in, and then she was like, oh, it's an employee's. I was like, well, it's out of school. It doesn't matter. So she pulls out and moves one over. I'm like, how does that make anything different? And we were going back and forth.
So do we need to start taking a bus? Is the moral of these stories?
I was just going to suggest.
Or maybe these seniors have to ride with Coach Meyer.
No.
But it's Tritton and Olsen riding together. Isn't that junior year, now senior year?
That's just Layla. If I'm driving, we're getting there safe and sound, no worries.
I trust Ole.
Yeah.
I trust Layla.
Yeah.
That's fine. She can back out. If you're not sure if it's employee parking or not, that's fine. You leave that open.
We backed in and out for like 5 minutes straight.
You're still here on time.
The only concern I had, I was parked next to him. That was the concern I had a year ago, Coach.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys park? West parking lot here?
Yeah, right out here.
I did too.
I work at a high school, so I'm always surrounded by high school kids.
You're in a staff parking lot.
Well,
you guys
until some people go park in the staff area.
Oh, wow, really? You can do that?
I got a ticket, so you can't do it.
The other day she goes, I parked right by you.
You got a ticket. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Hope our listeners can endure all that.
Yeah, sorry.
Coach Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls basketball head coach, and super senior Ellie Olson, the other Ellie. You know, we got Mullers, Olson. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Drive careful out there. We got a little ice moving in. Have a safe
we
weekend.
Yeah.
And thank you both.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thanks for
on the win.
broadcasting.
Yeah,
You bet. Anytime, Coach.
All right, we'll see you Tuesday.
We will take a break and come back. Jimmy Cataldo and I will go through the first half statistics. Our halftime score of the boys contest: Valley 21, Dowling 19. And the girls game won by the Dowling girls 53-33. And our guests were Kristen Meyer and Ellie Olson from the Dowling girls team. Back in 1 minute for the start of the second half here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Psalm 1, verse 1 says, "Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers." What does that mean? Don't hang around with bad people? No. According to G.K. Chesterton, it means something much better than that. He says that there are certain people who, because they are really pure, create a good atmosphere around themselves. They are truly children of light, and the light shines on everything they touch. When a righteous person stakes out a clear position, we recognize that it's something solid and vital and eternal. So it's not that hanging around bad people makes us bad, it's that being righteous can help make the people hanging around us righteous too. Want more than a minute? Chesterton.org.
All right, we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse, and Dowling with the ball first on the first possession of the second half, and they get it inside, and shooting and scoring is the Maroons, and Nate Jenkins with his fourth point of the night, and we're tied at 21. Valley the other way, and Urak shooting and scoring. So both teams trade basket here, Jimmy Cataldo, as we start the second half.
Maroons are starting with Charlie Crane down center. We've talked about him in the first half, getting into foul trouble with 3, and he becomes a guy you need in there and see what he can do against the more physical Urak down low.
All right, the Maroons with it in the front court. A long 3. Up good! That's Noah Martins with his first 3 of the night. He's got 5 points. And we'll go through the first half scoring here.
It's going to be shots that the Maroons are going to have to knock down in the second half.
First lead for the Maroons of the night. And now they could work the ball underneath. The ball out of bounds. They say it went off Dowling, as Nate Jenkins was right around that, and it did go off the Maroons.
Correct you on the first basket for the Maroons. Credit to Charlie Crane on the first possession. And I think you gave it to Martins.
I did. I'm taking it off there. Thank you for the correction. All right. Dowling with the ball and a steal on the baseline as they took the ball away from Gregory. Now Capola's double teamed and finally gets rid of it. Maddox, long 3 up right in front of us. Good. And the rebound comes out to Dowling. Maroons offensive rebound by Martins. And the Maroons will work their offense. One downside about being on court side, you got coaches, officials, and once in a while a player in front of you. Here's Capola in the lane. Kicks it out on the baseline. Corner 3 up, no good. Rebound Kiki Dang in Valley. Get a moment here. We'll get the lineups. Dang with it. Goes down the lane, leaves it for Urak. Has the ball poked away. Battles it back to Dang, and he loses out of bounds. So Urak and Dang get the start for the second half. McGregory out there. It's Jaden McGregory. Also in there is Jaden Davidson and Keen Jorgensen, the 6-foot sophomore, playing guard.
We've done a great job keeping Kiki Dang at bay so far throughout this game, and see if they continue to do it. They've mix and matched with Martins and with Jenkins defensively against him, kept him down to 4 points so far.
Yeah. Now underneath, the shot blocked by Urak, out of bounds to Dowling, and that was Paoli, I believe, that had his shot blocked. So Lucas gets up off the floor, and the Maroons will inbound the ball. Martins will throw it in. 24-23, Dowling by 1. I have Dowling for its first lead of the night. Crane with it to Capola. Maddox goes against Urak, kicks it out to Paoli. Back to Capola, reverse layup, no good. Fight for the rebound, and coming away with it is the Tigers and Jaden Davidson. Underneath Urek, and he'll slam it home. Great pass that time by McGregory, and Dowling lost track of defenders.
I think they've come out the second half and try to get Maddox on Urek at times, and he was just slow getting down the court.
Now Urek blocks Crane's shot. Now Crane gets the rebound and draws the foul. Urek will pick it up. That's his second.
But you got to like what the Maroons have done the last two possessions. The previous possession, Coppola gets the ball at the top of the key and attacks Urek at the rim. Doesn't get rewarded, but that time now getting the ball down to Charlie Crane, drawing the foul on Urek at the rim.
Urek with 13 points tonight. And the first free throw good by Charlie Crane. I have him for 7 points. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling. A putback up and good. Crashing the boards, Noah Martins. He's got 5 of the Maroons' points here in the third quarter. It's 27-25, Dowling by 2. Tigers with it. Dang, dribble penetrates, leaves it for Urek. Urek in the lane, spins against Crane, shot up and no good. Crane with the rebound. He made Urek work that time.
A great job by Crane is force Urek into an atypical shot and then box him out. And that's what Charlie did that possession.
Now whistling a foul as Deng picks up the foul. And that is his first of the night. Deng with 4 points. Keen Jorgensen with 2 points. Jaden Davidson off the bench, 4 points for Valley. And Jaden McGregor with 2. And Trevor Urek with 13. Marcus McGregor is yet to score. We'll check the Dowling scoring here in a moment. Now reverse layup up and good by Lucas Paoli. The basket will count and a foul on Valley. And they're going to whistle it on Keen Jorgensen, his third.
Strong take by Paoli. Hard crossing the basket. Finishing with his left, drawing the foul on Jorgensen.
So Lucas with 5 points tonight. Free throw good. Paoli perfect on the year at the free throw line. He's got 6 points as he's 5 for 5 at the line. 30-25, Dowling by 5. Now underneath, a shot up and good. Sweet move that time by Jaden McGregory. That's his 4th point.
McGregory's been fairly quiet tonight. I think they've worked so much getting the ball down low to Urek. You lose the sight a little bit of McGregory and Dang. See them coming on here in the second half. I got to play defense on those two guys.
Dowling with the basketball in the front court. This is Noah Martin. Long three, good. Noah set up Jorgensen and got the shot to fall.
Great pure shot by Martins. Getting his second of the third quarter has really pushed the Maroons to a 6-point lead.
And now good help, weak side defense. And now underneath, Urek has a shot blocked by Coppola. They're saying he fouled him too. But Urek was ready to flush it home, and the foul is on Coppola, and that'll be Maddox's first.
Good help defense by Coppola. Even though he drew the foul, coming across the lane when Urek had a free path to the lane, contested it and puts Urek at the line shooting 2.
First free throw good by Urek, who is 2 for 4 at the line tonight. Tonight's game on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Sponsored in part by Skevington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw good by Urek. He's got 15 points. The UNI commit. No pressure in the backcourt. Deng. And he fouls Martins right in front of us. So Kiki Deng with his second foul. Dowling scoring in the first half. Nathan Jenkins did not score. Lucas Paoli had 3 points at halftime, now has 6. Charlie Crane had 4 points and 3 fouls at halftime. He now has 7 points. Noah Martins had 2 points at halftime, but has 8 points in the second half. And 10 points for the contest. Maddox Coppola with 2 free throws. Off the bench, Gio Quiles with 6 points, and Alfred Coley with 2 points. Was a scoring. Now loose ball foul on the Maroons after that missed shot. And they'll be Paoli's first. Tigers are going to run their weave. Here's Dang going in the lane and a shot up. And no good. Whistling a foul on the Maroons.
calling the foul on the ground, not a shooting foul.
Foul's on Paoli, his second. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy.
Maroons sitting with 3 team fouls, so they got another foul to give before putting Valley at the line. Valley sitting with 4 team fouls, so the next foul by Valley, the Maroons will be in the 2-shot bonus.
Corner 3 good by the youngster, Keen Jorgensen, who leads the team in 3-pointers. That's his first of the night. 33-32, Dowling by 1. Maroons with the basketball. Here's Keyless for 3. It's no good. Tip no good. Follow-up no good. And rebound Urak. Good hustle that time by the Maroons. And now Kiki Dang down court, and the layup and flushed it home is good as he dunked it in. Now the other way. Shot up and no good. Crane with the rebound. And they're saying on the rebound, Crane was fouled, and they're going to go out of bounds.
Wow, that was really close to being a foul on the shot, and I think Charlie Crane's saying that he was fouled on the shot. He didn't have it very long in a non-shooting position, so.
Fouls on Jorgensen, they said.
But it does put Dowling on the line shooting 2, being the 5th team foul for Valley in the third quarter here.
Let's see. Yeah, they did. Jorgensen picks up the foul. That's his 4th. Free throws coming for Charlie Crane. First one up, no good.
Got to take advantage of the free throw shooting that you're going to get here to finish out the third quarter. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. You got to think you're going to get to the line 2 or 3 more times before the end of this quarter. You got to take advantage of these opportunities here.
Bruins were 4 for 4 at the line at halftime. Second free throw, good. Tied at 34. Dowling and Valley, 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Valley with the basketball on the offensive end, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Maroons as Coppola enters the contest, and Jenkins will have a seat on the bench. Urak with it, underneath, in the lane, shot no good by McGregory. Boy, he put up against 2 defenders, rebound out to the Maroons. Dowling underneath. They kick it back out. It's stolen away by Davidson. Down court, McGregory. A little Euro step layup good by Jaden McGregory. And a timeout, a full timeout by Valley. We'll take it ourselves. With 2:07 to go here in the third quarter, Valley has retaken the lead. 36-34 over Dowling. Back in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
As Iowa Catholic Radio closes another remarkable year, we are grateful for friends like you who make our mission possible. Your support helps the Iowa Catholic Radio Network reach more people with God's Word and strengthens our Catholic community. As we seek to continue connecting people to Christ, we're inviting you to make a year-end gift to the apostolate. You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com. Your gift is tax-deductible and deeply appreciated. Make your gift now and join us in making 2025 a year of growth and inspiration.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Mercy One is proud to support Iowa Catholic Radio. Mercy One has convenient locations right in your neighborhood. From unexpected illnesses to regular checkups, Mercy One is here for you. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
All right, we're back here at the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse on the campus of Valley High School. Third quarter, 2 minutes to play, 36-34. Valley with the lead over Dowling. Maroons coming out of the timeout that was called by Valley. Corner 3 up, good! Maroons are getting hot from the field. Noah Martins with his third 3, Jimmy, of the third quarter.
Third 3 of the third quarter, which has been huge shots to really keep these Maroons, into the lead here with just up 1 with a minute and a half to go. Big shot by Martins.
All right, McGregor with it on the dribble beyond the three-point arc, guarded by Coppola. Now to Urak, his 15-footer left wing, no good. And a rebound out to Dowling. Dowling by 1, 37-36. Another three up, no good. Dang with the rebound after the miss by Noah Martins.
Just in and out on Martins. Oh. You got to give him the ability to shoot that. Feeling pretty hot right now.
Back comes Valley. Three-pointer right in front of Coach Windhorst. No good by Davison. And a rebound out to Dowling. Ruins in the front court. This is Paoli with it in the lane. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Valley. And McGregory. All of a sudden there's a lid on the basket. McGregory down the lane. His shot off the glass, good. And they're going to count the basket. I believe they will.
Such a talented move by McGregory going to the basket.
Martins with the foul. We're trying to figure it out, and they did count the basket. So what another tremendous move by Jaden McGregory. He now has 6 of his 8 points here in the third quarter. So it's been him and Noah Martins for Dowling lighting up the basket in the third quarter. Free throw no good. Tigers are 1 for 4 at the free throw line. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Valley with a 1-point lead. Here's Capola. Valley stays man-to-man. Capola. Maddox shot off the backboard. No good. And rebound out to Valley and McGregory. Jaden in the front court. Guarded by Paoli. Shot clock turned off. 15 seconds remaining. Here's Deng at the free throw line. Gives it up for Urek. Now to Deng and a whistle and a foul on the Maroons. It'll be on Martins, his second.
Not the foul you really want to take, knowing that that's going to put Valley at the line shooting 2, being the 5th team foul for the Maroons.
Free throws coming, and both teams in the double bonus. Valley has 5 fouls. Dowling has 5 fouls. So no more 1-and-1. For those of you that are used to that, get the 5th foul. It's a double bonus. First free throw good by Davidson, who has 6 points tonight. 39-37, Valley by 2. 9.5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Maroons in their road maroon uniforms, white numbers. Valley in their home white uniforms, black numbers and red trim. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Martins with it. Lisa for Paoli for 3 at the horn. It's no good. And we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. The Valley Tigers 40, Dowling Catholic 37, alongside Jimmy Cataldo. Mark Amadale will return with the fourth quarter in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ with local faith leaders.
Hi, Father Joseph Sia here, pastor at St. Mary of the Visitation and St. Patrick in Ottumwa and St. Mary Magdalene in Bloomfield, inviting you to experience the truth and goodness of the Catholic faith. Use your favorite search engine to find our websites. Once again, St. Mary of the Visitation and St. Patrick in Ottumwa. We're also on Facebook, Ottumwa and Bloomfield Catholic Parishes.
A message from Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Westgate Dental, offering cosmetic, family, implant, and general dentistry. Located at 1073rd Street, Suite 1 in West Des Moines, just behind Dowling Catholic High School. Learn more at westgatedentalia.com.
All right, we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo. Our score, Valley 40. Dowling 37, the girls game won by the Dowling girls 53-33. Jimmy, you got to look at some numbers.
Through 3 quarters, the Maroons shooting 27% from the field, which 6 of 21 from 3. 22 total rebounds, 8 turnovers. Valley shooting 45% from the field, which is 1 of 8 from 3. 18 rebounds, 9 turnovers.
All right, McGregor shoots and scores. That's Marcus McGregor to start scoring out in the fourth quarter. The young man, 6'3".
Again, that's a mismatch I think the Maroons got to take advantage of. McGregor's just not as quick as some of these Dowling guards, and the Maroon guards are getting around him pretty pretty easy.
Well, McGregor just picked up his second foul. McGregor with 2 points tonight. 6'3", 95 pounds, headed to the University of Cincinnati to play football. Right. And when he's in there, they have him and Urak, 2 centers. All right, Maroons with it. Contact there. Martin's in the lane. Shot no good. Deng with the rebound. 7:10 to go. We're underway in the fourth quarter. Deng's shot is blocked out of bounds by Coppola. Nice job by Maddox, hustling back. 42-37, Valley by 5. Tigers have led by as many as 5 points tonight, so this equals their largest lead. All right, underneath, a shot no good by McGregor, and he drew the foul, and that'll be on Dowling's Quincy Moore. That'll be his third.
Inbound set play, get McGregor free at the baseline on the block and forcing Quincy to come over, and draws the foul on the shot. Going to give McGregor 2 shots.
First one up, good by McGregor. He has 3 points tonight. 43-37, the Tiger lead is now 6. And the second free throw good, and BJ Windhorst wants to talk it over. 6 points now for McGregor. 7:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo, Dowling trailing 44-37. The Maroons had taken the lead a few times in this second half, but you got to have a combination of pretty good shooting and holding Valley to one shot.
And you're right. The Maroons got up to a 4-point lead in the third quarter, and then Valley chips away. And they make you pay when you miss a few shots. They're going to get rebounds. They're going to push the tempo, and they went out on a couple, open lane free dunks, which I know Coach Anderson was trying to avoid going into this game. But the Maroons got to keep the gas on and take the ball to the basket again. Continue to try to force Valley into an outside shooting game, which they're just 1 of 8 from 3. Continue to push their offense outside the 3-point arc. See if they shoot those, but you got to rebound.
Valley outscored Dowling in that third quarter, 19-18. All right, Dowling with the ball out of the timeout. Dowling has 4 timeouts remaining. Valley with 2. Now here's Crane with it, going against McGregor, and a shot up and good. I tell you what, Charlie Crane has not backed down once tonight. And now the other way we go, and Valley gets the ball down court. Jorgensen with it, and a whistle and a foul on the Maroons. That'll be on Maddox Coppola, his second.
It's just Valley's going to make you pay. Dowling gets the shot. Dowling gets the shot, and Valley pushes the pressure. With Jorgensen getting to a free shot to the rim. Contested, but drew the foul on Coppola.
First free throw good by Keene Jorgensen, one of 2 sophomores on this roster for Valley. Jorgensen has 4 fouls. Second free throw is good. And he has 7 points tonight. 46-39, Valley by 7. 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Both teams undefeated. Dowling 2-0, Valley 3-0. Now corner 3 up, good by Charlie Crane.
Big shot by Crane on the baseline shot. Valley got their defense a little confused with McGregor and Urek, who was going to guard Crane on the baseline. Ball gets freed up, and nice shot by Charlie Crane.
Crane with 13 points. Valley with the ball, leading by 4. They lob it to McGregor. Backs in against Coppola, can't get off the shot. He stepped on the baseline. Turnover against Valley to be Dowling basketball. He made that pivot, and his foot got on the baseline.
And Coppola's probably the only guard that Dowling has that can really match up with McGregor at the baseline.
Yeah, he's got the strength to do it too. Now Crane for 3 again, right corner, no good. And rebound, bodies collide, but the Maroons come away with it. Jenkins with it. As he got the rebound. Now Coppola, Maddox backs in. Over in the corner it goes to Jenkins. Jenkins on the baseline, cut off. by McGregor, and a whistle and a timeout Dowling. As a ball, going to give it a full timeout. We'll take it with them with 5 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Our score, Valley 46, Dowling 42 here in this boys contest. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner over Valley 53-33. Back in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And welcome back to the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse on the campus of Valley High School in West Des Moines. Mark Hemedale, Jimmy Cataldo with 5:25 to go. Fourth quarter, Valley by 4, 46-42 here in this boys contest. CIML, and now underneath, layup good. Nice move by Nathan Jenkins. That was a little stop and start there.
Great strong move by Jenkins, really taking the ball right at McGregor, getting a little bit of separation and finishing at the rim.
That's his first 2 points tonight, hard to believe. 46-44, now a backdoor cut, layup good. McGregor almost lost it.
That's a good setup
on the way
play.
Up.
Good setup play, really went at Dowling's aggression with Capola, got him caught on the back door. McGregor finished.
Marcus McGregor, the Cincinnati-bound football player, has 8 points. Down the other way. Martin shoots and scores. What a night he's had. 14 points and 12 of them in the second half. And now a reverse layup, no good by McGregory for Valley. Rebound Dowling. Here comes Jenkins down the lane. He draws the foul before the shot. Well, this is up and down. Neither team, Jimmy, has we haven't seen a set play in a while.
Well, you got to love what both teams are really doing is that both of them are penetrating to the basket, trying to get easy shots. The Maroons have really kept themselves into this game by getting easy shots at the rim, but tremendous job by the Maroons taking advantage of mismatch. Jurek has been really quiet in the second half.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And now substitutions in for both teams. Dowling will throw it in. Martin's underneath his own basket. We'll get it into Paola, who's back in. Get it to Crane. And now back to Martins. Noah. In the corner it goes. Leaves it for Maddox Capola. Pull-up jumper. Good! Maddox Capola with his 4th point. That's his first field goal of the night, Jimmy.
Really hard shot. And
tied
great,
48.
And big shot by Capola. Just a 10-foot jump shot from the wing is tough.
All right, here's Jurek on the baseline. Smooth shot. It's up. No good. Rolls over the rim. Nice job by Charlie Crane. Rebound Dowling. Maroons in transition. Layup off the glass. Good! How about that? Was that Jenkins?
Jenkins again
through the traffic. 4 points for Jenkins all in the fourth quarter. Now Jurek underneath has his shot blocked. He hits the deck, and we've got a whistle and a foul. We didn't hear the whistle, but Jurek hits the deck. Now the officials will get together.
I think they call a clean block on Jurek, as Charlie did, and then I think Charlie may have taunted.
Oh, sure. Chad Schellmeyer, our lead official here, is going to talk it over with his crew, which includes.
Yeah, I think
taunting on Charlie Crane. You're exactly right.
Defending Jurek, gets the block, and then through the play.
That'll be his 4th foul, by the way.
Through the play, he probably said something to Jurek, which that's just the competitive flow of this game and the intensity of this game. But what a costly decision by Charlie Crane, just young junior in his first Dowling Valley game, and and it cost him a little bit.
So Dang will go to the free throw line shooting the technical, and he hits the first free throw. And that's Kiki's first
You mark this
free
down,
throw.
3 minutes, 50 seconds of the game. Maroons were up 2 at that time with the ball.
Second free throw no good by Dang. It'll be Valley basketball. What happened was block shot. Urek for Valley went in. The shot was blocked. I'm guessing Charlie Crane got it.
Yep.
Dowling got the rebound, and I think Martins was heading down court. And all of a sudden, here's this whistle. But as you saw, Charlie Crane guilty of taunting.
So the Maroons had the ball up 2, going the other way, and now gives it back to Valley on the technical call.
And Maroons up 1. 50-49 Dowling, 3:35 to go, fourth quarter. Tigers now with it in the front court. McGregory coming off a ball screen by Urek. And good help defense that time by Dowling and Lucas Paoli. Now Urek underneath, shot blocked this time by the Maroons. Alfred Coley.
Oh, and then the foul.
And then a foul.
Coley gets 2 blocks on that possession, and then the official, not at the baseline calling it.
Second one's a foul.
It was actually the official close to half court calling it.
That's his second, and Urek to the line.
Ooh, tough. That's tough.
So Urek with 15 points tonight. Free throw is good. Check that, 13 points for Urek. And now the free throw is good. 14 points for Urek. Second one on the way, good. 15 points now for Urek. And it's 51-50, Valley by 1. Maroons trying to snap a 6-game losing streak to the Tigers, spaced over 3 years. All right, Maroons with it. Here's Martins coming off a ball screen, stolen away by Dang. Down court it goes to McGregory. Underneath, and we've got a charging foul on McGregory. So Jaden McGregory picks up the foul.
Great job by Matt Capola. Just a well-coached kid. You've seen the Capola, Joey Capola last year taking a lot of charges. That time Maddox knowing the situation, knowing that how Valley's been attacking the up-tempo on turnovers. Maddox getting down, getting his feet set, drawing a charge at the baseline. Tremendous play by Maddox Capola.
So on McGregory, that's his first foul. Team foul number 3 on Valley here in the fourth quarter. Dowling with 4 team fouls. Now Maroons with the basketball, trailing by 1. They get it up top. Here's Capola at the free throw line after a head fake. His shot too strong. Rebound Dowling and Nathan Jenkins.
Big offensive rebound for the Maroons.
Maroons get a brand new shot clock. Dribble driving is Martins. Underneath, shot by Crane, blocked by Urek. The outlet pass goes to McGregor. Down the lane he goes. His shot with the left hand, good. The big guy takes it home. Wow. 10 points for McGregor. 53-50, Valley by 3. Dang pressure in the backcourt, commits the foul. They either got to tighten it up or let him play, and they're tightening it up.
So team foul number 4 on Valley. Dowling sitting with 4 team fouls. So any foul from here on out puts either team at the free throw line shooting 2.
Double bonus, yeah. Double
with
bonus.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the game.
53-50, Valley by 3. This is worth the wait. Dowling Valley, these two teams haven't played each other since what, last month in football. Three-pointer right in front of us, but Capola no good. Offensive rebound, Paoli, and he shoots and scores. He's got 7. Check that, 8 points for Lucas. And it's 53-52, Valley by 1. Minute 55 to go in the fourth quarter. That storm can wait, Jimmy. That ice storm can wait. We got a barn burner in here. In the lane, McGregor shot blocked in the lane. Capola with the rebound. 53-52. Dowling with the ball. And the Maroons are going to call a set play out. They are. We don't see that too often, but Coach Einertson right in front of us. Set play, and the Maroons now will run it. Martins with it. Yeah, they're going to call timeout. Dowling with the timeout. Minute and a half to go. This will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Valley 53, Dowling 52. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale back with more from the Valley Fieldhouse in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric.
Custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Evadale, Jimmy Cataldo. What a dandy we got here. Girls game won by Dowling, 53-33. Number 1 versus number 15. But here in the boys contest, boys rankings aren't out yet. There will be. Valley 53, Dowling 52. Minute 26 to go in the fourth quarter. Dowling possession. And Jimmy, the timeouts. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
Really good timeout by Dowling with 14 seconds on the clock. They're all to set play. Big possession being down 1.
All right, the Maroons will run their set play. There's Noah Martins, left wing over to Paoli, back to Martins, back to Paoli, left wing. Paoli in the lane, pull-up jumper, good! Dowling takes the lead on the jumper by Paoli in the lane.
Just right at the release, the shot clock goes off. So Maroons, big possession going up 1 with a minute to go.
All right, Valley, here's Urach underneath. His shot blocked by Crane, out of bounds to the Tigers. The Maroons had him almost triple team.
That's the 4th shot Urach has put up in a row that the ball has been blocked. So the Maroons are doing a great job collapsing down on him when he's going to the rim.
Can you imagine the other coaches seeing the game film of this in the CIML? It's like, this is interesting.
The first thing I'd wonder is, where did this Dowling team come from?
Out of nowhere. Urach shot no good, and we got a tie-up and a jump ball.
Urach going to go to the Maroons.
Turned and faced the basket. His shot was no good. Crane came down with it, so did Urach. Jump ball, and it should be Dowling possession, and it is. Officials doing a great job keeping...
Great strong play by Charlie Crane when Urach has... I mean, he's given up so much strength from Crane, but Crane held on to that ball the life of him.
Dowling with a 1-point lead and the basketball. 40 seconds remaining. About an 8-second difference with the shot clock and game clock. Maroons get the ball in the front court. Here's Nathan Jenkins with it. Our officials should point them out. Chad Shellmeyer, Dante Terry, and Jeff Osborne. Tremendous job sorting all this out as they have all night. Here's Coppola with it. Leaves it for Crane. Back to Coppola. Fakes the 3. Guarded by McGregory. Now he leaves it for Noah Martins, the Dowling point guard. Going against Dang. Fakes the 3. Leaves it for Coppola. 2 on the shot clock. Down the lane. Cappola's shot no good. We got a shot clock violation on Dowling.
So close. 8 seconds now to go. Maroons up 1.
And a timeout called by B.J. Windhorse in Valley. We will keep it here. You can't take a break.
I just got to set this up a little bit because it's, you know what, Maroons have no fouls to give here with 8 seconds to go. Any foul that the Maroons or Valley draws on the Maroons puts them at the line. Valley 2 timeouts left. Valley 1. Really, where do you here? I think you try to get McGregory. His C so quick off the dribble, and his crossover dribble so tough. See if you can get him to get free to the lane, knowing that you got Urach to pass off if they collapse. I think that has to be the play you're looking at right here. If you're the Maroons, probably going to switch everything, try to force Valley into a shot outside, 10 feet or more, see if they can knock it down.
Well, we'll see, because it'll be Valley possession. They'll have to go the length of the court. Dowling with a 1-point lead, 54-53 over the Tigers. 8.1 seconds remaining, and Jimmy, you've got to think somebody like Dang's going to get an open shot. If not, take it all the way down the hole.
And Dang has been so quieted today by the Maroons defense. You forget about him a little bit. So your choices are Dang, McGregory, getting to the basket and see if Dowling collapses, getting the ball to Urach for something easy around the rim.
All right.
Maroons McGregor, full court press.
McGregor, all 6'3", 295, will throw it in, gets it to Dang. Kiki down the right sideline, dribbles baseline. Crossover dribble, stops, 1 second left. His shot at the horn, no good, and Dowling has won it. Dowling has won it. 54-53, Dowling snaps a 6-game losing streak to the Valley Tigers. Congratulations to Justin Einertson and the Maroons, these young Maroons winning on the road, and they're the first team to knock off the two-time defending state champs.
They won it with their defense at the end, a great defense. You got Dang at the rim, gets caught, but tremendous defense. I believe that was Martin's on him. It could have been Jenkins, however, but tremendous job by the Maroons, forcing Dang into an atypical shot that goes over the rim and closes it out with a 1-point win. What a tremendous evening for both teams, but Maroons coming out on top with a big top-rated team win by Valley, or beating Valley as a top-rated team.
Well, there's no rankings out yet. We know what they are, but the two-time defending champs go down for the first time this year, and it's game one, Dowling Valley. The rematch will be, well, actually next year, as the Maroons come away with a road doubleheader sweep. You don't see that too often.
You know, the last win by the Maroons, I look back at the historical play over the last several years. That's the first Maroon win since March of 2021 over Valley. Valley having Dowling's number over the last 6 games. So the Maroons coming away with their first victory since March of 2021.
Congratulations to head coach Justin Einertson and Dowling boys. They improved their record to 3-0 with the win tonight, 54-53. That was just about almost like the girls' score, 53-33, the final in the girls' game. Dowling boys and girls sweep a doubleheader at the Cold Iron Gym. That don't happen very often. And we're going to take a 2-minute break. Mary Stastny back at the studios. I know I'm not sure what the weather's doing now, but we're going to take a break, come back with our post-game show. Hopefully we'll catch up with Coach Einertson and maybe a player or two. But first win for Dowling as they snap a 6-game losing streak to the Valley Tigers, and they win it. Maroons win it 54-53. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo playing Sweet Caroline here in the Valley Gym. Let's see how that runs out. We'll take a break and come back. We'll total up the numbers. Stay tuned. The post-game show is coming up next here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Networks.
Common sense tells us that our sins have consequences. If after committing a sin and we confess, then God promises to forgive us. Yet there can still remain what the church calls a temporal punishment or consequence for our sin. For instance, in 2 Samuel 12, after David confesses his sin of adultery, the prophet Nathanael tells him that the Lord has forgiven him, but nevertheless he will suffer the death of his child as a consequence of his sin. Our relationship with God is a personal one, and our sins are not just rule violations, but personal offenses that need to be mended. We can fulfill the temporal punishments for our sins through sincere sorrow for our transgressions, prayers, sacrifices, and acts of charity. As part of the body of Christ, we can also assist in coming to the aid of our brothers and sisters, both living and dead. This is the basic principle behind the Church's practice of indulgences, and undoubtedly what St. Paul has in mind in Colossians 1:24, where he says, "I rejoice in my sufferings and complete what is lacking in Christ's affliction for the sake of his body, the Church." Or perhaps it's put best in 1 Peter 4:8, which simply states, "Love covers a multitude of sins." This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
All right, welcome back to the post-game show here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. As we total up the numbers tonight, what a game. Doubleheader sweep for the Dowling girls and boys over the Valley Tigers. Final score in the boys contest, 54-53. The Maroons with the win. Valley had 8 seconds in the last possession, Jimmy. The Maroons did not foul. They forced Kiki Dang to the baseline. They cut him off, and he threw up a shot that went over the basket, and there was a weak side rebound, but as that was happening, the clock ran out, and the Maroons come away with their first win in 6 contests, or actually 7 contests. So congratulations to them, and you're doing writing numbers down. That's not official up there, just so you know that.
I'm just looking to see, how well the Maroons play defense on really Valley's 3-prong attack on their offense. Keeping Dang to 9 points in the game, keeping Gregory down to 8 points in the game. At least that's what I have. And Urick doesn't kill you. He gets 15 points on the night, matching Charlie's 13. I mentioned, one of the keys to look at is Charlie Crane versus Trevor Urick. Charlie finishes with 13 points, and I had Urek with 15. So, and you're also looking at Charlie Crane sat or had most of the game in foul trouble, picking up his fourth foul
since the first quarter. Yeah,
picking his fourth foul on that technical in the fourth quarter, but he had 3 fouls early in the first half.
Well, there's so many storylines in this game, Jimmy. As we total up the numbers, 2 of them I'm going to talk about. How about the play of Alfred Coley, 6'5" sophomore off the bench because Quincy Moore and Charlie Crane were in foul trouble, the 2 posts for the Maroons. Coley comes in, and he adds to the block shot total against the Urek. I think they blocked about 4 or 5 of his shots. So you look at the bench play. Coley, Gio Keelis comes in, a pair of threes right before the half to the Maroons trailed by 2 at halftime, but Keelis comes off the bench, a pair of threes. Just that rotation, and then you mentioned Quincy Moore a little bit. Quincy came in, and he was the first post off the bench. He got in foul trouble, so him and Crane were down to your third post player, and these kids are performing.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Coach Einertson during the halftime game of the boys' game here, asking him about who Alfred Coley really was because we haven't seen much of him, and he says, it's not surprising. It's something we've seen out of him during practice, and we always say, you perform in practice and you're going to get rewarded, and that's really what Coley does. He gets in the game. He gets 3 blocks on Urek throughout the first couple quarters he's in. And we mentioned he's given up about 100 pounds to Urek and held his own sophomore play. So certainly he's a kid you want to identify. But how about the shooting of Noah Martins? His 3-point shooting in the second half was
third quarter
incredible. Really to keep the Maroons
11 points
at pace with Valley in this game. And so Martin's big shooting night. I thought Maddox Capola played tremendous defense throughout the game. Had a big 10-foot jump shot over there on the wing. I thought that was a huge shot out of Capola. But it's not surprising. We talk who's going to step up with these and the contributions by so many of these kids. It's not just one, and I think that's the theme so far with this Dowling team is so many kids can hurt you and help you, both offensively and defensively. So I think the Maroons, tremendous job across the board.
Once again, the final, Dowling 54, Valley 53. The Maroons snap a 6-game losing streak to the Valley Tigers. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo here on the postgame show, and we're going to need to bring that chair over here, Jimmy, so I'll let you do that while we run down some of the scoring in the contest. First of all, for the visitors from Dowling, I have the Maroons with 3 players in double figures, led by Noah Martins with 15 points. He had 11 of his 15 points in the second half for the Maroons. Also up for the Maroons, Charlie Crane with 13 points, 10 points for Lucas Paoli. Rounding out scoring for Dowling, 6 points off the bench for Gio Keelis, the junior, and 4 points for Maddox Capola, 4 points for Nathan Jenkins. Quincy Moore did not score, and Alfred Coley with 2 points for Dowling Catholic. The Maroons 8 of 9 at the free throw line. For the Valley Tigers, they were led by Trevor Urex, 15 points, 10 points for Marcus McGregor, so the 2 post players for Valley lead the way in scoring. 8 points for Jaden McGregory. And then rounding out scoring for Valley, Kiki Dang with 7 points, Keen Jorgensen with 7, and 6 points off the bench for Jaden Davidson. The Tigers went 12 of 16 at the free throw line, Dowling 8 of 9, and now joined by the victorious coach, snapping a 6-game losing streak to the Valley Tigers, a series he just got involved with a year ago, Mr. Cataldo, is head coach Justin Einertson. Coach, congratulations.
How are we doing, guys?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
I'm a little wet. Things are good.
A little wet.
We got sprayed in the locker room.
We don't have towels here yet, but we could get some.
That's okay. I'm pretty close to home, so.
Where do you start? We would kind of wrapping up. Yeah, you got everybody stepped up. You went deep into your bench. Keelis and Coley come in off the bench. And Quincy Moore, but these kids stuck with it. They survived a couple of Valley runs.
Yeah.
But did we total maybe 15 block shots between the 2 teams tonight? I mean, there was
incredible post play.
Wasn't that amazing?
And honestly, I thought defensively both teams were just really, really good tonight. For them, I mean, they kind of forced us to play their game, and our guys still did a nice job with it. I mean, I would say our game plan sort of went away because we started to notice that we had some advantages on the perimeter, and we turned it into attacking out of ISOs. And the nice part about our offense is we can make that small adjustment, and the guys did a great job making big shots. I mean, it was not a good offensive night by percentages, I'm sure, shooting-wise, but we did make big plays at big times. And one of the biggest perks about the summer schedule that we had is we've been in this game with nobody in the stands probably 8 or 9 times, honestly, with teams just like this. So we've been through it before, and our guys they're ready to take on challenges like this.
You know, you had different guys step up. Charlie Crane had a nice first half. So did Paoli, and Keelis off the bench gave you a boost in the first half.
Yeah, he would have played a lot more if we were ahead, I think, down the stretch. He's just such a good offensive threat for us. But a great job by Alfred and Gio coming off the bench especially.
But in the second half, Noah Martins, who had 2 points at halftime, comes in and has 13 second-half points, and boy, did you need him, because you had to answer the bell. Valley was getting the lead, 5 points, I think it was. You called timeout, and Martin started to take over, and it's 3 3-point baskets and a 2-point basket, and all of a sudden, now you're neck and neck, and you know, whoever has the ball last has a chance to win. In that third quarter, you cut it to 3, and then you won it in the fourth quarter. Just amazing.
Yeah, fantastic job by Noah to get us going, because once he scores, everything else gets a little bit easier for all those other guards.
You know, you talked about you had a young team. You know, this is the type of team you want to bring into an environment like this, who really don't understand the magnitude of what they just
We're not
pulled
thinkers.
Off. And it's great. And you really don't know where to start, because your team is so tough to defend, because any one of them can beat you off the dribble attacking the rim. And I thought every single one of the players on the court contributed tonight. And you really, who had a hot hand, who could took it, it was any one player who had the opportunity really attacked. And then the offensive rebounding was tremendous by your team. Yeah. And the one thing that stands out to me in the fourth quarter, you held Valley to 1 rebound in the fourth quarter. And
there you go.
And it was huge how your team attacked the basket. And so, you know, how do you keep everybody engaged, knowing that any one person has to take over this game?
I think this is our 3rd different leading scorer. You could probably correct me if I'm wrong there. I think with 3 games, and then if you bring in the North game that didn't count, that was a preseason, I think it's our 4th different leading scorer. So, I mean, that's just how these guys are. And, you know, this is not something that I've coached. They fit me great. They came in like this. You know, a lot of them played AAU together, and even the guys that didn't really fit in with the group that did. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think they think about scoring much, honestly. Like I said, we're not thinkers. We react, we make adjustments, and they're very battle-tested. And I think that's one of the things that makes Dowling special, is everything we do is hard all day. You know, classes are hard. The weight room's hard. Coach Jack is hard. You know, the guy, Coach V, who's our mental strength coach, is hard. So these guys are always challenged.
I think you ended up taking Valley really out of their game when you go back and watch the film, because when Charlie Crane gets into foul trouble, you see Valley really taking the ball out of Dang's hand, out of McGregory's hand, and trying to play through the post. You guys hold Kiki Dang to 7 points. I had that incredible 7, and McGregory to 8. What a tremendous job defensively by your guards. Yeah,
it was a good group. I mean, a great job by them. Obviously, they're missing a key piece, so we're going to have to get even better to do this a second time. But for the night, I thought our guards did a great job. I thought our bigs did a great job. Charlie went in there and just, you know, took the literal punch. I mean, he was battling every possession and not getting many favorable whistles. Just kept playing hard, so pretty fun. And the tee, which I didn't see, and I'm sure when I watch it, it's going to make me mad. But we got Jim Nahas for a reason. He's the post player or Charlie Crane coordinator on our bench. And
that's what his role is.
We pull him over. I say, Jim, when he's mentally ready to go back in, send him back in, and it was about 20 seconds.
He's over there with
always schmoozing somebody.
With Dick Fazio, longtime coach here. I mean, that guy's a legend, coaching freshman basketball in the Valley system, and they had their reunion tonight as you were at halftime. But I want to go back to halftime, Coach Einerson. Visit with Justin Einerson following Dowling's win tonight over Valley, 54-53, snapping a 6-game losing streak to the Tigers. But Coach Einerson, halftime, you're down 2, where you were. I don't know if you didn't have the lead in the first half, but you had it tied. Yeah. What was the message at halftime going into the second half?
I think we were just excited to be here, honestly. We were in a really good position. We have some great managers that keep track of stats, and they had us at, I want to say 6 for 28. That could be wrong, but it was something like 6 of 28 in the first half. those numbers make you excited because I'm aware of how good of a shooting group this is. So when we see that and we're down 2, we're like, man, I mean, we really missed a lot of opportunities. We're right here. So they embraced challenges. Everybody came out of here fired up, ready to go. And there weren't many adjustments. I mean, defensively, we didn't change a thing. And offensively, we just started seeking out mismatches more. That was basically it. We usually have a series of plays that we go through, and we just threw it all away and said, hey, we're going to run this until we get the matchups we want.
And Jimmy mentioned that. You said you were looking for matchup. I think it was out of one of the timeouts in the second half.
It's nice to be able to do that. It's not. In my career in high school, I've never been able to do that before. So
really?
It's pretty special to have 4 guards that it doesn't really matter who it is. As long as we get the matchup we want, you can let them go.
I thought the mismatch when you were on offense against McGregor, who wasn't as quick as your players, and the way your guards, and it didn't matter if it was Martins or Coppola or Pioli.
Coppola was guarding the post.
And Jenkins,
I think
the way
that
they
was the
handled
difference.
the ball against those mismatches was tremendous, and they weren't shy taking the ball right at Jurek each and every time. And I thought the guys played great. They played above the rim when they needed to, and it was tremendous. One thing we noted was when that technical foul happened in the fourth quarter, you guys were up 50-48.
350
with the possession,
and it looked like a 3-on-2 break.
And it was
like I
going.
said, it's going to make me mad when I look at it, but.
Yeah. But I thought your team handled the composure for as young as they are, for as inexperienced as they are. I thought they handled the situation tremendously. Valley brought their student section; they were riled up, which was great. I thought our crowd was great, but up 50-48, 349. To finish a win at 54-53. Tremendous job by your team.
Well, you mentioned the mismatches and how our guys handled the ball. I actually thought what made the difference was how we were able to guard their bigs, because obviously, is it McGregor? 54. I get the McGregor.
Yeah,
54.
McGregor.
Okay, so when 54 is on offense, it was awesome that we were able to keep him off the glass as much as we did. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but we can take advantage of mismatches down here. It's when they come back at us. I thought our guys were a little bit better defensively there than.
And we talked a little bit at halftime about Alfred Coley. Talk about him and kind of his resurrection, because he's somebody who stepped into a situation that, as a sophomore, going against a D1 center, I thought he handled himself tremendously.
Yeah, we put him in, and he doesn't know all of our play calls because he plays on our scout team and is awesome on our scout team. So we knew he could do it. Major shout out to him. Matched the lights and played really hard, made some great plays, and probably didn't get a favorable whistle at the end on that last block. Sure. I thought that was great.
And I thought Quincy Moore, in his role coming in when needed, when Charlie Crane got his foul trouble, I thought those two bigs coming off the bench did a tremendous job keeping a D1 kid, as a whole, down to 15 points in this entire game.
Yep, all 3 of those guys did a great job.
Well, credit to your team, Coach. It's a tough environment to come over here and playing the 2-time defending champs. What a night it was. Kind of an emotional night. Danny O'Grady's wake is tonight, and it's going on. Went until 7 o'clock. I think it's probably over. The funeral will be tomorrow at 11, so we have that emotion. And coming here and seeing the girls and the boys get a doubleheader sweep at the field house. And I've been doing this about 40 years. There hasn't been too many sweeps in this field house, whether it's Dowling involved or another team, but tonight is one of them. And your kids took the cake, because that's a big upset. That's a wake-up call. And wait till this film gets out. All your buddy coaches in the CIML, you're going to get calls, and it's like, who's this Dowling team? Who's this Crane kid? Who's this Martins kid? Who's Jenkins and Paoli? Well, they're all healthy, and they're all the new Maroons.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Great group to be around, and the best part is they're excited to come back and play tomorrow.
So when I talked to you earlier today, or exchanging messages with you, were you shocked that we were playing at 5 o'clock? Because I mentioned we probably would, or at least kind of the kids didn't change the routine because you still had school.
Yeah, I mean, we got out early, so it felt, I know it was probably different for Valley, but I think it was a slight advantage for us because we got out at 2. So our routine was exactly the same, really. So.
Right. Coach Cataldo, anything?
A game like this in early December, you certainly don't win or make a run at state championships by winning a big game like this in December. What is your message to your team coming off a big win like this against a top-rated team?
So one of my favorite things about Dowling is we have Coach V as a mental strength coach, as you know. And he mentioned to our guys the difference between process goals and whatever the end goal was. I don't remember what he called it. But we made one goal early on, and then we're not talking about it. So it's process goals, process goals, process goals. So I think, really, we knew that we were capable of this, and now you got it behind you. Well, what's next, right? And right now for us, it's 12:15. Let's get back to the gym tomorrow, get a shoot around and film on Roosevelt. Coaches are going to go to work tonight and make sure we're as prepared tomorrow as we were today, and that's just what we do.
And that's your next game. I was just going to mention Valley plays at Urbandale next Tuesday for Dowling. You play at Roosevelt tomorrow at the Rough Rider
and that's a
gym,
tough spot.
3 o'clock.
Yep, tough spot.
You've been there many times with your Lincoln teams.
Had some battles in there. Yeah, so we're excited to just get back out and do it again.
And 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then on Tuesday you've got the girl-boy doubleheader at Johnston. Girls game 1 versus 2. Might find parking a problem over there. I think there'll be a lot of eyeballs on that. But don't forget the boys game. I'll tell you what, Courtney Henderson's got Johnson rolling this year, don't he?
Shocker.
Yeah, that's your other CIML
There's another guy
Metro Conference buddy.
Yep, we've had a lot of battles, and I love that he's over here so we can keep going at each other.
Absolutely, and hopefully you'll be in different sub-states and you can see each other
Absolutely.
at the big well. How about
For sure.
that? All right. Justin, thank you. Be safe out there. I know the weather's moving. I just checked the radar. We got some stuff.
I live
but
about 3 blocks
yet.
from here. I'm in great shape.
Right. You're on the west side now?
Yeah, we moved over here the day before school started.
No more Easter Lake?
It's sad, but I tell you what, life over here is really good, guys. I keep telling everyone, man, the Hy-Vee is awesome. We just love it.
Well, he has no more.
That's not a big shout out for the South Side.
Well,
I love the South Side.
I'll go back to
I love
no more Graziano's.
I miss Easter Lake. I
You've
miss
cut off
the Italian
Graziano's.
food. But life out here is pretty darn good.
He doesn't miss
it.
It
It's not far to go home.
No, it's not.
Yeah, well, I see your beautiful brides here too tonight, so that's all good.
She's
Coach,
the one
enjoyed
taking
this?
bullets with the 2 kids.
Yeah. Hey, which one's this one? Introduce
This
her.
is Bo.
Hey, bud.
Bo's at Sacred Heart and 3K, and then Reese is running around. She's in kindergarten at Sacred Heart. So we're all we're deep.
Love my daddy.
No, I don't know what that was, but he's excited.
I think he
That's
just
awesome.
said, that's a big win, Daddy.
Big win, Daddy.
That's
High five.
right. We're gonna close this out. Coach, congratulations. Best luck against Roosevelt and former Dowling coach Joe Kadich and alum tomorrow, and that'll be a great matchup. We'll talk to you Tuesday at the Johnston Gym.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, thank you, Justin Einertson, the Dowling boys coach, and we will say goodnight here, Jimmy Cataldo. What anything you want to mention?
I just think that's a great mindset to have. I mean, you can get so caught up in a big win like this, and
absolutely,
especially here at Valley, is that you take the process and you move on, and it's great to get back and start playing again tomorrow at 3 o'clock and get that behind you and just continue to plug away, go one game at a time, and maybe you look at this at the end of the year and say it was a big momentum switch for a young team.
Absolutely. Jimmy, thank you, as always. And that'll wrap up our broadcast tonight from the Valley Fieldhouse. Our thanks to all our business underwriters and supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio for supporting our broadcast of Dowling Catholic High School sports in our 48th year. That includes our executive director, Deacon Mark Campbell, and Director of Program and Development Network, Matt Wilkham. We appreciate them, and actually thanks to Matt for helping us get started early tonight as we had to move some staff around. Mary Stastny has been our studio producer, and of course we appreciate her coming in and adjusting her time tonight, as we all did, as the game was moved up to a 5 o'clock start for the girls and boys doubleheader. Our thanks to the Valley High School administration, Athletic Director Brad Rose. Have a safe trip back from Texas, Brad, as they're down there with he's down there with the athletic directors meeting. And Mike Egbert, the assistant athletic director. Great job, Mike, coordinating all this. You along with your staff, Lorena Cuevas and folks. And our coaches, Matt Utoff and B.J. Windhurst at Valley, and Kristen Meyer and Justin Einertson at Dowling. Our thanks to them. Our next broadcast will be this Tuesday night, December 17th, the girl-boy basketball doubleheader, Dowling Catholic at Johnston. Girls game will match up two undefeated teams in the CIML. Number 1 Johnston, defending champs, and number 2 Dowling. Pre-game at 6 o'clock, tip-off at 6:15 with the girls game. Boys game to follow around 7:45 from the Johnston High School gym. For my broadcast partners tonight, Mike Burkert on the boys' side, Jimmy Cataldo on the girls' side, this is Mark Amadale reminding you one more time the final scores for the final time tonight. For the girls' contest, it was number 2 Dowling improving its record to 5-1 with a 53-33 win over the Valley girls, ranked 15th in Class 5A. Valley falls to 1-4. And in the boys' game, it was the Dowling boys defeating the two-time defending champions in Class 4A, Dowling 54, Valley 53. The Maroons improved their record to 3-0, and the Valley Tigers fall to 3-1. For everybody involved with our broadcast tonight, thank you for joining us. For Mary Stastny, this is Mark Amadale wishing you a safe and blessed faith-filled weekend.
Coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, Blessman International, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bosun the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.